All right, let's just get right into it. Every single day, millions of people sit down in front of their screens to fight the same battle. They've got the charts, the indicators, the hot news strategy. But what if I told you the entire war isn't with the market at all? What if it's with the person staring back at the screen?
Because here's the stone-cold reality. A staggering 95% of day traders lose money. Now that's not just a bad statistic. That's almost a law of nature. And it's not because they don't have good strategies, it's because they have zero self-awareness.
And this right here, this is the core idea we're going to unpack. The traders who actually make it, the legends, they don't just obsess over their charts, they obsess over themselves. Because the truth is, you're not really trading tickers and price action. You're trading your own beliefs, your ego, and all your past baggage. So that 95% failure rate, it's no accident. It's really a symptom of this deep-seated illusion that traps almost everybody. The typical way people approach trading is just fundamentally broken because everyone is looking outside for answers, when the real game, it's all happening inside.
Think about it. The market doesn't have an opinion. It doesn't remember you from yesterday, and it definitely has no mercy. It's not out to get you, and it's not there to make you rich. It is simply a perfect, unflinching mirror, and it reflects everything that's going on inside of you. Your hopes, your fears, your greed, your arrogance.
And if the market is the mirror, then what's your trading account? Well, it's the reflection. It's a direct printout of either your inner chaos or your inner discipline. See, the amateur thinks they're looking at indicators, setups, and news headlines, but the market isn't reacting to that stuff. What it's really doing is showing you your own fear when you're in a drawdown. It's reflecting your ego when you double down on a loser. It's showing you your greed when you chase a move that's already gone. Your P&L isn't a scorecard for your strategy. It's a diagnostic report of your own mind.
So, this begs the most important question you can ask yourself. What are your trading results trying to show you? You keep blowing up accounts. Why? Are you holding on to losers because your ego just can't admit you were wrong? Are you revenge trading because you need to feel in control? The market will lay it all bare for you, but only if you're brave enough to actually look.
So how in the world do you break that cycle? Well, this is where it gets a little weird. The path to mastery, it isn't paved with a bunch of small, consistent wins. No, it's actually built on the wreckage of total, catastrophic failure. Just about every market wizard has walked this exact same path. It starts with a big, lucky win that makes you feel like a genius. That's step one, delusion. Then inevitably comes the blow-up, the complete, utter humiliation of wiping out your account. But for the few that stick around, that moment of wreckage isn't the end. It's the beginning of a rebirth, one that's founded on real, hard-earned humility.
You know, the legendary trader Bruce Kuvner, he knew this danger all too well. He said the absolute worst thing for a new trader is to get a huge win right out of the gate because it just feeds your ego, reinforces that illusion of control, and sets you up for an even bigger fall later on.
And this is exactly why the pain isn't just feedback, it's the actual curriculum. Every blown account is a masterclass in risk management, ego, and discipline. It shatters the fantasy that you know what you're doing. Surviving that isn't just about bouncing back financially, it's the real initiation. The market has tested you. The real question is, did you learn the lesson?
And once you finally learn that lesson, once you've gone through that fire, then you can start doing the real work. Forging an edge that has nothing to do with a magic indicator, but has everything to do with who you are.
So many traders waste years hunting for some holy grail system, but they're just looking in the completely wrong place. The real holy grail is alignment. It's about finding a style, a strategy that fits your unique personality, your tolerance for pain, and your emotional rhythm.
Look no further than these two legends. Mark Ritchie, he made millions holding trends for months at a time. It fit his patient personality perfectly. But Linda Roshka, that would have been absolute torture for her. She thrived on lightning-fast intraday moves. See, neither way was right or wrong. They just found the way that was right for them.
Finding your alignment also means you have to master the art of losing. I know it sounds crazy, but professionals look at losses as tuition. It's just the cost of doing business in the market. Taking a quick, small loss isn't a failure, it's actually a massive win for your discipline. Your goal isn't to be right all the time. It's just to manage your losses so you can be around long enough to catch the big winners.
So when all these pieces finally click into place, the self-awareness, the hard-won humility, and that deep personal alignment, you finally arrive at the last stage, the master's process.
You know, at this level, trading stops being just about making money.
It turns into something more like a spiritual dojo, a personal training ground for confronting your own shadow. Your need to be right, your fear of looking stupid, your hunger for control, it all gets put on display. The goal is no longer to beat the market, it's to master the worst parts of yourself.
And this leads to this beautiful paradox you see in all the masters. You have to act with total conviction in your trade idea, but you also have to be ready to surrender that idea instantly, with zero ego, the second the market tells you you're wrong. It's the ultimate example of having strong opinions, but holding them loosely.
This is what it really means to fall in love with the process, not the profits. When your entire identity as a trader is tied to how well you execute your plan, your self-worth is no longer on that roller coaster with your P&L. A day where you followed your system to the letter, even if you lost money, is a winning day. That's a game changer.
The legendary Paul Tudor Jones just nailed this mindset shift. He said, "I'm always thinking about losing money. Focus on protecting what you have." The whole game moves from playing offense to playing defense, from chasing profits to protecting your capital at all costs. And honestly, that's not just trading wisdom, that's life wisdom. So I'll just leave you with this one last thought. There's a huge difference between being someone who trades and becoming a trader. One is just a task, an action you take. The other, that's an identity, a deep process of transformation. One is external, the other is all internal. So which path are you really on?